We're here at the one-to-one oil and gas conference in London. Can you give us an introduction to Australis Oil and Gas?
Yeah, certainly, Rosie. So we're an ASX listed company, market capitalisation about $400 million. Our main assets are in the US of A, and we've been following quite a clear strategy over the course of the last 4 years. We spent most of the downturn accumulating the position that we have, and today that sits at about 170 million barrels recoverable. So it's a sizable resource. It's in a play in the US that's in the right location. It means that we get a premium in terms of our oil sales price, and it is a sort of an early development phase. There's enough wells drilled in already to delineate out the acreage, and we've taken advantage of that in terms of only securing acreage within that core area. So we're in a good position, and operations started for us around about a month ago, and we're busy drilling wells at the moment, and our expectation is that will prove the underlying value of the asset.
Can you talk further on the scale of the asset and how it's being developed going forward?
Certainly. So within a US context, 170 million barrels is a conservative start point. We think probably the numbers are probably somewhere significantly north of that ultimately in terms of where we'll get to. There's a strategic value to the play as well. It's not only as underlying base case value. The strategic one is that as a company we've made it clear that we're looking to realise value for shareholders. So that probably means an exit at some point. And we think in the US context, having a undeveloped but a clearly production delineated asset of a size that's probably material to any small or mid-cap independent is something that's particularly attractive and unusual in the US market at the moment. It's not on a competitive basis as some of the more mature basins. It's a ready-made, on-the-shelf asset that somebody can come in and pick up, and we're open for business as we start to prove out that underlying value.
And you're open for business, as you say. Is that the key message you're trying to get across to people at one-to-one?
Well, I think the key message for us is that we spent a long time pulling together the asset. We believe and we think we've got a track record of having done this in the past, of demonstrating that underlying value in similar assets quite successfully. And we're at the interesting bit now, and really that's the message. The catalysts in terms of value accretion are now relatively short term.
And you're at the one-to-one conference. How do you find the format? How do you find the event so far?
I think it suits us. That sort of short 30-minute one-on-one with the investors is something that we quite like. It works well. It allows us to tell the story without necessarily being too time-consuming on either side. And whilst we're very well known in Australia, and we have a strong institutional shareholder base in Australia at about 70%, we don't have a lot of representation over here in London. So it's a chance to get round and meet quite a few investors, tell the story, and hopefully generate some interest in the stock.
It's great to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.